Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome, Metropolitan Foundation e-learning. I am your English teacher, Miss Faraz Shaheen. Today, students, I will discuss with you unit number 36, A Very Old Dream, page number 178. In this video, we will learn the main points that are related to your passage. We will going to discuss a very important topic, reading comprehension skills. Now the question is, why is reading comprehension too important? Its answer is very simple. If you're reading something and don't understand its meaning, and in other words, you won't understand comprehension sense, your reading effort is waste of time. So here we will discuss some important points to improve your reading skills. Students, first of all, the idea behind the reading, you should read the passage at the initial stage very slowly to grab the idea of the text and early stage of reading the passage. Underline the difficult words. Find the synonym and antonyms. Precise scanning, specific information. Understand the passage. And these synonym and antonyms improve your vocabulary. Vocabulary is very important, you know very well. Students, read the things you are interested in. It's develop your interest in reading and it's improve your reading. For improving your reading, you read whenever you have time. You read every day one story. It's improve your reading. Let's start introduction of poet. Edith Nesbit was an England author and poet. She published her books for children under the name of E. Nesbit. She wrote or collaborated on more than 60 books of the children's literature. She was also a political activist and co-founder the Fabinian Society, a socialist organization later affiliated to the Labour Party. The Very Old Dream passage took from Five Children and It is a children's novel by the English author Edith Nesbit. It was originally published in 1902 in the Strand magazine under the journal title or The Gift, with the segment appearing each month from the April to December. Let's start a story summary. Five Children and It. When their father goes off to war, a group of children that includes mischievous, Faddled, and John barely started when their uncle, who has greenhouse on the property that they discover it is the creature that recognized from the bedtime stories as being a sand fairy. It is can grant a wishes, but as the children and their cousins Horace, Alexander, Pownell soon find out, and the more outstanding their desire, the great the chance of the disaster to result. It's very interesting story, childrens. You should read the passage very carefully, and first of all to understand all passage, and then after read 5 to 6 times. It is very important to understand the passage. Okay. Unit number 36, a very odd dream. Read the passage very carefully. Let's start paragraph. Anthena woke up in the morning from a very real sort of dream in which she was walking in the zoological garden on the pouring wet day without any umbrella. The animals seemed desperately unhappy because of the rain and were all the growing gloomy. When awoke, both groveling and the rain went on the just same. The groveling was the heavy, regular breathing of her sister Jane, who had the side cold and was still asleep. The rainfall in the slow drop on Anthena's face from the wet corner of the bath towel which her brother Robert was generally squeezing the water out of wake her up, as he knew explained it. "Oh, drop it," she said rather crossly. So he did, for he was not a brutal brother. "I had such a funny dream," Anthena began. "So did I," said Jane, walking up suddenly, "and without warning. I dreamed we found a sand fairy in the gravel pits, and it said it was a sameyard, and we might have a new wish every day." "But that's what I dreamed," said Robert. "I was just going to tell you, and we had the first wish as soon as it said so. And I dreamed you girls were donkeys enough to ask for us all the beautiful as their day. They were jolly well were, and it was perfectly beastly. But can different people all the dream and the same things?" said Anthena, sitting up in bed, "because I dreamed all that, as well as about the zoo and the rain and the servant shut us off the house because of the radiance of our beauty was such a complete disgust." And Cyril appeared in the doorway, partially clothed. "Look here," said Anthena, "we've and had such a odd dream. We've all the dreamed we found a sand fairy." Her voice died away before Cyril's contemptuous glance. "Dream," he said. "You little silence, it's true. I let you. It all happened. That's why I am so keen on being down early. We will go up here immediately after breakfast and have another wish. Only we will wake up our minds solid before we go. What is it we don't, and no one must ask for anything unless the other agree. The first no more peerless beauties for these children. Thank you. The other three raised with their mouths open. If all the dream about the sand fairy was real, this real dressing seems very like a dream. The girls thought as they went. They decided on which they would ask for. Although they were all in a great hurry, they didn't try to climb down and the sides and the gravel pit, but went round by the safe tower round, as if they had been carts. They had made a ring of stones round the place where the sand fairy had disappeared, so they easily round the spot. The sun was burning and bright, and the sky was deep blue without a cloud. The sun was very hot to touch. Look out the dig with your hands now, said Robert. So they did, and presently uncovered the spider-shaped brown hairy body, long arms and the legs, bat's ears and sniffed eyes of the sand fairy himself. Everyone drew a deep breath of satisfaction, for now, of course, it couldn't have been a dream. Growling of animal, especially a dog, making a low guttural sound in the throat that indicate hostility, crossly, an annoyed or angry way. Disguise gave a someone or oneself a different appearance in order to conceal one's identity. Contemptuous, showing the contempt, scornful. Peerless, uneducated, universe, unrivaled. Zoological, relating to the animal. Gravel, a loose aggregation of small water worn or ponded stones. Desperate feeling or showing a hopeless sense that situation is so bad as to be impossible to deal with. Exercise A. Use the following words from the passage to make the sentences of your own and bring out the meaning of the words. You may use the dictionary for help. Groveling, crossly, disguise, contemptuous, peerless. Number 1. Groveling. The dog looked at me quietly, and as I moved forward, he started groveling. Number 2. Crossly. We were creating so much noise in the house that mother crossly asked us to go out and play. Number 3. Disguise. Every now then the king should go out in the streets in disguise to find out how his subjects live and what they talk about. Number 4. Contemptuous. The country knew that the princess had been agreed by his answer when she gave him contemptuous glance. Number 5. Peerless. She is peerless friend who has always stood by me and my hour of need. Exercise B. Find the antonyms of the following words or expressions in the passage. Number 1. Gloomy. Gloomy, antonyms brightly. Regular, antonyms irregular. Contemptuous, admiring. Number 4. Waking, wakening. Number 4, wakening, sleeping. Number 5, a pouring wet day, a fine dry day. Exercise C. Let's start exercise C. State whether these statements are true or false. The number 1, the animals were unhappy as it was raining. The answer is true. Number 2, the rain poured heavily down on the antenna's face. This is false. Number 3, the children found the sand fairy. The answer is true. Number 4, he had so many different dreams that they were confused. The answer is false. Number 5, they decided to ask the sand fairy to grant each of their different wishes. The answer is false. Exercise D. On the basis of your reading, answer the following questions in your own words. Question number 1. Where was the rainwater falling on antenna's face actually coming from? The answer is the rainwater falling on the antenna's face came from the wet corner of a bath towel which her brother Robert was gently squeezing the water out of to wake her up. Question number 2. According to the Robert, what was the first wish which the sand fairy had granted in the children in the dream? The answer is, according to Robert, his sisters in his dream had asked the sand fairy to make them all as beautiful as the day, and they all become so. That was the first wish. Question number 3. Why does the Cyril suggest they should all do? The answer is, the Cyril suggested that they would go to the spot where they had seen the sand fairy in the dream immediately after breakfast and have another wish. Only they would make up their minds before they go and what it is they wanted. Question number 4. How could the children easily identify the spot where they had seen the sand fairy in the dream? The children had made the ring of stones round in the place where the sand fairy had disappeared in their dreams, so they easily found the spot. Okay, students, here the question answers are finished. Do exercise F in your book and leave the exercise E, F, G. Okay, Allah Hafiz. I miss you. I see you very soon. Till then, Allah Hafiz. And do all exercises in your copy very carefully, very neatly. Okay. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Bye bye.